Today I'm being dropped off blindfolded in the middle of nowhere with no money and no phone, and I have 24 hours to find my way back home.
In 3, 2, 1, take off your blindfold.
Oh my god, dude, what the f***? I come from a country in the Middle East called Lebanon.
Wow.
So when my foreign friends came to visit and make daily videos with me, I decided that for one day they'd have to visit in a very unconventional way. So one by one, I took their phones and wallets and dropped them off blindfolded in different parts of the country. Do you know where we are?
Oh my god, I'm excited.
Take off the blindfold.
What the hell?
And finding their way back home was an incredible eye-opening experience for each one of them. Incredible in what way, you ask? Well, you're about to find out through my experience as I'm doing the exact same thing today. The problem is, I know my country really well, so there's just a handful of places I've never been to. So I asked my friend Michel to drive me as far as possible from my house and drop me off somewhere I didn't know at all. How will I eat, sleep, or get back home? I don't know more than you at this point in time. And all I'm allowed to take with me is the drone, a tripod, and my water bottle. Now let the challenge begin now. Today is a big day for me. Well, perfect. Let's go in the car. Oh, I forgot my bag in it. 1 second. Yeah, thanks, man. Is there a doggo? Is there a dog right here?
Yeah.
Really? Alex, and the adventure begins. Quick update. We're 15 minutes in and I'm so f***ing nauseous. Not improving. But I wore some headphones and I'm listening to music now to just distract myself a bit. Now, a very important thing you should know. The country is currently in a terrible crisis. The fuel is very scarce, the price of everything is extremely high, there's barely any electricity, and living has become a real struggle for everyone. How will I rely on the kindness of strangers when we're all in survival mode? Well, right now it's for each their own, and all this makes things so much harder for me. Wow. It's been 3 hours on the road now. I didn't hear any car in the past 10 minutes. Doggo, how's Doggo?
Doggo is hyperventilating.
So that's it. Are we here?
In 3, 2, 1, take off your blindfold.
Okay. Oh my god, dude, what the f***?
Any clue where you
Oh my- It's so bright. There's no one. We're in the middle of nowhere. Of nowhere. Where did you bring me?
So, to make it more fun for you to go back home, we have a couple of challenges. First one, I want you to meet the legendary Mukhtara.
Mukhtara.
I want you to ride a horse.
To ride a horse?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Here.
What?
An extra challenge is to learn how to cook someone's favorite dish.
Interesting.
By the way, I need your money and your phone.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I'll keep my IDs.
Thank you.
Dropped off in the middle of nowhere, blindfolded with no money and no phone. Starts right now. Michel,
Good luck.
enjoy my wallet and my phone. Bye bye! That's it, I'm officially abandoned right now. I don't even know where should I start. Check out maybe like a viewpoint to just like try to localize where I am. I really don't know where we are right now. There's no trace of human civilization around me. And there's no cars that passed on this road since I arrived. Nothing, no one. I think I'm north of Lebanon. It's more foresty than the south and more mountainous as well. Is that the sea? Maybe we're next to Syria. Also, an important thing to mention, I think I'm gonna try not to speak in Arabic. It's gonna be more challenging because obviously if you speak the language, it's easier for people to understand you and to know what you want. But I'm gonna try to act like a tourist today and just speak in English for it to be a bit more challenging. And maybe, you know, people are nicer with tourists. Oh, what? That's a caterpillar. Beautiful one, actually. Ah, okay. Michel dropped me off at 1 p.m. It's about approximately 2 p.m. now. Okay, guys, there's a truck. I'm gonna ask right now. Please let him stop. Please, 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 please. Hello, how are you? Where are you going? Can I go in? Awesome, we're going in. Yalla. We're in. What's your name?
Say,
Hussein. Nice to meet you, man. Where are we going?
Amwa.
Amua. Okay, let's go. We drive about like 20 minutes across the forest to get to the next village Hussein just mentioned.
Gold.
Gold? What do you mean gold? Is there gold here? What?
تسكن عندي هون.
And we dig for gold?
أنا وأنت اشتغل فيها ونطلعها.
And there's gold. In this place. What? The most random thing I've heard all day. Suddenly I see a horse on the side of the road. A horse. Remember the first challenge? My heart is completely torn. Should I go dig for gold with Hussein or complete Michel's stupid challenge? Shit, the horse is running away. I decide to abandon our lovely gold digger. Thank you so much, Hussein. Bye-bye. Thanks. And run after the horse. Hey man, can I go on this horse? Yeah, I have no money. Can I? Yeah? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes! Challenge number 1 is completed. We're on the horse already. Challenge number 1 completed, riding a horse. This is my second time actually riding a horse. The first time was inside a couple of days ago. I get off the horse and I'm ready to complete the next challenge. You know, keep the momentum going. Right away, I see a group of teens and go up to them, and this girl understands English. I tell her that I'm lost and I need to go to the nearest village, and so she calls the boys for help. And almost right away, this super nice guy tells me to hop on his ATV to drop me off closer to the nearest village. Walid? Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, man. Oh, what a legend. Almost immediately, a car stops with 2 army guys inside. I ask them for a ride to the next village. I'm not sure they understood my English, but they tell me to hop in. Thank you so much, man. Thanks. There's 2 random army guys who picked me up right now. We're in an off-road track in the middle of nowhere. There's like forests everywhere. I guess we're not going to the village yet, but to a water source first. Rashid and Ali are going to fill in some bottles of water. Okay, we arrived to the water source. We start filling up the bottles. The water's perfect because it comes straight from the mountains. They explained to me that this source is where they always collect water for cooking and drinking. Waters are filled and now we're hitting back the road. This is when I realized that we're not going to the village at all. We're actually going in the total opposite direction. Where the hell are these 2 army guys taking me? I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. There's a guy coming towards our car. The 2 military guys tell me to go out of the car and then just leave me alone with this random guy. I'm so confused, but I just decided to go with it.
When speak Arabic, I welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan.
So who is this guy? What are his intentions? Why did they bring me here? I'm kind of skeptical at this point, but I really want to know more. I want answers.
هون بنعمل كامبينج وفي هيك.
Okay, he seems to own this campsite and I think he wants to show me around.
20 live in Lebanon.
Okay, makes sense. Nah, it actually didn't make sense at all. It's really hard to understand each other because he only speaks Arabic. When he noticed that I don't speak Arabic, he started trying to speak English and he doesn't speak in Arabic, so I can't actually understand him. So yeah. We keep walking deeper in nature. His backyard is a whole forest and he knows all the names of the plants and trees found around here. And by all of them, I mean all of them.
زعتر.
Wild za'atar.
هذا organic قمح.
Organic wheat. He climbs a tree to pick some cherries for me. What a nice guy. Organic, wow. Thank you. Thanks to him, I even discovered that gin comes from the juniper tree.
Drink gin.
Gin comes from here?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
And then he finds this rock and sits down. I join him. It's finally time to have our little moment of introduction. He starts drawing on the ground to make things clearer for me. His name is Hassan Zakaria. He used to be a tour guide in this region since 1996. That's like 25 years.
Yes.
Let's continue the journey now. We start walking back to the campsite through another side of the forest, full of tunnels and weird rock formations. Yes. I feel like my presence here is bringing back the spirited guide in him. He seems to really enjoy showing me around. Hassan is definitely in his element. I can see the passion in his eyes of him making people explore the beauties of Lebanon.
هيدي جوزة طالعة بين الصخر.
Once we get back to the campsite, I meet his wife and the rest of the family. Nice to meet you. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Hey. This little girl is so cute. Her name is Sarab. I think he's asking me if I'm hungry.
أكل.
They take me to the back of the campsite to prepare their favorite meal for me. Challenge number 2 on the way to be completed. This lovely family is cooking some corn and some Boro with tomato. Great mix. I really love how food bonds people beyond language or culture. I mean, who doesn't love food? Lunch is served. So that's potatoes with hummus. Everything you see on the table, most of it is from the forest right behind his house. Eating from nature straight away. Homemade food is the best. Tabkha, as we call it in Arabic. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Lebanon.
This place is so cool. It's so much better than a 5-star hotel. It's so much more authentic. Everything's perfect. The weather, the views, the food, the people. Hassan told me to not go down to Beirut tonight. He really insisted. I was like, yeah, but like we have videos to film the next day and stuff. He was like, yo, you're staying, man. You have to stay. And now all we have left is to meet Mukhtara, and we're gonna probably do this tomorrow morning. Wow, the sun is setting right now. Ah, it's just perfect. Why is life so beautiful, man? I don't know, man, but it's just so beautiful. I think I'm part of the Illuminati now. How are you?
How are you?
I will sleep where? Here?
Yeah.
Perfect. It is 10 p.m. This is the tent I'm gonna be sleeping in tonight. What a cool place to be. Oh, they're doing a fire camp. Oh, man. I sit here for a while, hypnotized by the fire. The day could have ended in 1,000 different ways, but I would have never imagined it ending like this. That is a great way to end the night. It was getting a bit chilly, but now, with the fire, it's just perfect. Earlier today, Hassan gave me his phone to talk to his sister-in-law, who spoke French, and she told me exactly where we were. Ah ouais, quand même. Ah, je suis très loin de Beyrouth, alors, okay. It's now confirmed. I'm in the wilderness of the Akkar region, in the middle of nowhere. A place called Nabi Khalid. If I hadn't played along and pretended to not understand Arabic, I could have easily been back in Beirut now. But instead, I get to spend a magical moment with my new friend Hassan and his family. Life is beautiful. Now it is bedtime. I'm sleeping in this bed in the tent. Let's get a good night of sleep. Good night. Good morning, everybody. 2 last things to do on the list. Going back to Beirut and meeting Mukhtara. Then I think Hassan didn't wake up, so I think I'm gonna just leave and leave him a note, thanking him for everything. Wow, we're in the middle of nowhere. It's gonna take a lot of time to go back to civilization. The journey continues. So I leave the campsite and walk to the nearest road. Right away, I see a truck, as if it was waiting for me all along. I ask the driver if I could go to the nearest village with him, and he does not hesitate for 1 second. It's so easy. Thank you so much. So this is Ali. He's a truck driver. He carries sand. I can spot civilization again. Houses, a village. I was really in the middle of nowhere. While approaching the village, I start thinking. Today, I decide to change things a bit and interact in Arabic with everyone I'll meet. It will definitely make things different and maybe more interesting, who knows. Bye-bye, بنشوفك Ali. We've arrived, finally, to Fneidet. Bye-bye, thank you. And now we're going to be asking around, who's the Mukhtara? Mukhtara. Who is this legendary Mukhtara? Mukhtara in Arabic usually means the mayor of the city, but for a woman. I don't know what she does. She probably rules the place without the mayor title. I don't know. It's funny. Everyone seems to know who I'm looking for, but no one knows where she is today. And they all give me completely different directions. Until I meet these two guys. حبيب قلبي.
منيل هي بيشتغل على المخطوره هون انا خطيبها انا
Oh wow.
والله هنيك فوق
فوق.
فوق ديري فوق ويسعوا هون يلا
Muhammad is bringing me to the Mukhtara. She works a bit further up the hill. So we're going there and we're gonna meet her. Wow. I think we've arrived. A lady comes out of the stand. Is this Mukhtara? Finally? Mukhtara? Nope. Again, this isn't Mukhtara. This is Manal, the wife of the guy I saw previously. She is not Mukhtara, but she works for Mukhtara, and we're gonna call her now and see where she is. So meanwhile, Manal decides to make me a manouche, a traditional Lebanese dish. I tell her I have no money. She was like, yo, even if you had money, I wouldn't take money from you. Perfect breakfast to start the day. While we're waiting for Mukhtara, Manal puts the dough on the sage and adds the 2 classic toppings for making a manouche. Cheese and thyme. And as it finishes cooking, the legendary Mukhtara arrives. انت المختارة؟ كيفك؟
كيف صار؟
كل شي منيح؟
الحمد لله.
Finally we meet the legendary Mukhtara. Mukhtara is like a movie character. She's physically disabled, has the deepest voice I've ever heard, but seems like such a kind and hard-working person.
نحن
جمعية، اوكي، شو اسم الجمعية؟
اسمها الجمعية التعاونية لتصنيع الإنتاج الزراعي في فنيدق.
اوكي.
يعني بنعمل مني
بلدية، واو.
كله شغل إيد
إيه.
صبية بدون مواد حافظة.
It's one of the best sage doughs I've tasted in Lebanon, for sure. It's so good.
نحن بنحط فيها حليب
حليب، اوه.
سكر
اوكي.
زيت
زيت شو زيتون.
ايه الصبايا ما بيعجنوا على العجينة على ايدهم.
Muhtara and I keep on talking for a while. And right when we're ending our conversation, she encourages me to visit a forest nearby before I leave back to Beirut. Breakfast completed. Muhtara is leaving. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hop back on Muhammad's motorbike and he drives me straight to the Hazar forest. Muhammad is bringing me to the famous forest of the Hazar. So Muhammad left me with his motorcycle. I'm just gonna explore the forest on my own. After wandering for an hour in the forest and meeting one of the rangers, I come to a realization. He tells me that the whole forest is the victim of an illness and no one is doing anything about it. All the trees are slowly dying. Why is this happening? Well, earlier we spoke politics with Mukhtara.
سياسيين سرقوا البلد، كل واحد بيسرق لحسابه، جوعوا الشعب. منطقة سياحية مثل هيك غابة العزر ما لازم يعملوها محمية.
She explained that if the government made any effort to preserve the village or its forest and make it a natural reserve, there would be obligations to preserve it and fight against the disease. But unfortunately, it is this same government that is responsible for the financial collapse of the whole country. And forgotten regions like here in the Akkar are the ones that are paying the price. I feel this country is just being completely abandoned. The whole village is struggling a lot economically. I mean, it's stuck in limbo, you know, it has so much potential. People have almost nothing to do of their days. They're trying to survive on their own food and cultivations and gardens and helping each other. So what exactly can we do about all this? So coming and visiting our own Lebanese villages is a great way to bridge our people together, first of all. And second of all, we can also boost the economy of this specific place that is obviously poorer than the rest of Lebanon. Okay, now I'm gonna be joining the main road and trying to hitchhike again. Okay, back on the main road, I can see a pickup truck in the distance. That's him, okay. The first truck doesn't have any space for me. No luck. They have no space in the car. So I stop the next car and bingo. شو اسمك؟ محمود شرفنا. We got a ride. From this point on, the journey back to Beirut thankfully happens super smoothly. After a few minutes, this guy asks his friend to take over the duty with his own car. And just like that, I hop from one car to the next, going towards the coast. The long way back to Beirut has officially started now. Driving to the main road of Akkar. I love hitchhiking in Lebanon because I think it's a population that's used to help each other. It's so natural to them. It's like, oh, you want to go back there? Okay, I'll help you. This guy is a legend and he knows all the village. Every day, with the gas crisis, he finds a way to go from the Akkar here to Beirut. He works in a factory of aluminium. He's a freaking legend. Thank you so much. Yalla بنشوفك. And as soon as I join the main highway back to Beirut, I find a crazy driver and his friend. So now we're in a public bus. I asked the guy if I could go up with him, and straight away he was like, yo, come next to me. Now, why are these two guys crazy, you ask? Let me show you. Lucky because now we arrived to Trablus or Tripoli and we're going straight to Beirut afterwards. And 2 hours later they finally dropped me off in Beirut. Okay, back in the city. Now I need to find my way back home. Every single public transport driver is struggling so much financially already, and obviously they need to start filling gas every day with the gas crisis and do the queue, and really it must be like hell for them. And I feel bad to not be able to pay them. But despite that, I managed to find the next bus that accepts again to take me in for free. We're almost there. Boy, the traffic to Beirut is just unbearable. I was so good up there in Amwa, it was so much better. I'm finally dropped off again in Beirut, and this time I wait. It's been 10 minutes, I've been waiting for a car, no one's stopping. It's just so much harder in the city. But with a bit of patience, my last ride of the day arrives. شو اسمك؟
أنا علي.
Ali opens up about the struggles of being a taxi driver in the midst of the crisis and how it's even harder for some of his clients sometimes.
كل يوم في حدا بيطلع بيكون ما معه مصاري يدفع اجار التاكسي او السيرفيس، بنزين بيغلى، بتغلي انت السعر، العالم مش كلها فيها تدفع. اذا واحد كل يوم بس بيدفع 20,000 تاكسي بده يوصل اخر الشهر قد معاشه، وهذا كثير صعب. يعني ان في ناس بتحمل فتره، مثلا انا بحمل بعد فتره، بس في ناس ما بقى تحمل.
ما فيهم
في ناس ما بقى تحمل.
اخ
خد رقمي بس تعوزني مره ثانيه بتعطيني.
لا عن جد ميرسي كثير. Please, بدي أنا بدي. Okay, دقيقة. He just dropped me back home because he said that he doesn't take money even from people that are in a difficult situation and they can't pay. It showed me that he had a kind heart, and I feel super bad to not have paid anyone today. Now I'm going back home, going up, bringing money and paying him because This guy's too nice, he deserves it. So I'm going in. Bye-bye, thanks. Bye. Wow, okay, we're back home now, finally. And today we have to still film a vlog. My gosh, it's gonna be so insane. I'm gonna take a shower, rest a bit, and join the others and keep on going. What a great way to end the challenge. 24 hours later, and I'm finally back home. What an adventure. When Michel dropped me off blindfolded in the middle of nowhere, I had no idea what would await me. Looking back, everything that happened today seems totally absurd. A man inviting me to dig for gold with him, kid letting me ride his horse, hanging out with the boys of a village I don't even know, filling up water gallons with 2 military officers, an old guide giving me a crash course on the plants of the region, a delicious home-cooked meal with his family, a campfire under the stars, a night in a tent, a breakfast with a legendary woman, exploring a dying forest, a car ride with 2 nutcases. I mean, it really is absurd. There's no doubt Lebanon has a bad reputation in the news and mainstream media, especially regarding its safety. That's unfortunately due to the politics and terrible mismanagement of the country. And yet, while the ruling class spreads chaos and poverty everywhere because of personal gains and greed, the average people are surviving and helping each other in ways I hadn't seen before. Even in the middle of a crisis as serious as this one, not one person refused to help me. Not one. Everyone I met was unconditionally generous and hospitable and offered what they could. Yes, even to a crazy guy with a camera and a bandana who doesn't speak the language. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel so much safer in Lebanon than in big cities like Paris or New York. So much safer. And I'm not the only one to say this. Even my friends who spent the whole day alone in completely different parts of the country were received and looked after in the same loving way. I strongly believe that most of humanity is just like that. The average stranger genuinely is kind. And with that comes a weird sense of security. I hope you enjoyed this crazy vlog. Being dropped off blindfolded in the middle of nowhere with no money and no phone. Whew. Let's go back home now and get some well-deserved rest. Peace.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You made it.
Hi.